All right, guys, welcome back to Chris Warren's Pro Shop. Chris isn't out today, but we have a super celebrity guest, national touring pro, Sean Lavery, with us today. He's going to talk to us about a new bowling ball. Really excited about some of the things that are coming out from the MOTIV side of the house. And, obviously we've got a national staffer here that can kind of talk to us about what that, kind of means and what it looks like and how it might fit for your game. Sean, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Happy to be here. Yeah, we got the new MOTIV Yellowjacket coming out. It's definitely something that I think we've needed to add to the arsenal. We've had a couple microcell balls come out that have been pretty good. The Tank Blitz was really good. It was kind of our first one, was kind of super popular with all the people. Made a purple tank that was actually urethane. I threw that one a lot. This is kind of be the best of both worlds. It's got new Duramax technology on it, so it's still got that microcell cover, so you don't have to worry about dragging a bunch of oil down lane. If you want to throw it in league, you're not going to get the, oh my God, this guy's throwing urethane kind of thing. And, but with that new Duramax technology on it, it's actually going to retain its surface a little bit better. So it's not going to lane shine super quick on you. You're not going to have to hit it with, 500 every single time you bowl. Obviously throwing urethane, you're generally touching up the surface before you bowl every time anyways. But it's going to last a lot longer for you. It's definitely something I think we've needed in our arsenal. Like I said, the purple tank was very good. The carbide tank was very good. But this one's going to give you a little bit more true urethane motion without actually having that urethane cover on it. So
that's awesome. Yeah, so we'll throw some shots for you here in a minute. But personally, a lot of things cool going on for you, right? You had a massive year on the national tour. Most of these guys are done for the year. You've got another event coming up here, the Skill Ball Challenge back at Thunder Bowl in Detroit. I know you like that place pretty good. Talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, so super excited to go back up there and bowl. Basically, all the Tier 2 tournaments this year, all the standard events, they added up the points, and the top 8 gets to go bowl this Skill Ball Challenge. Basically, get a Teen Masters plastic ball. You're seeded into a bracket, and then it's 2-game, best of 2, and then if you tie 1-1, it'll be a 9th and 10th roll-off. Really cool thing, just kind of get some more exposure out there. It was a very good year for me. Ended up finishing 22nd in points, which is significantly the highest I've ever finished. Definitely, attribute a lot of it to the great balls that we put out this year, Black Venom, Primal Shock, just to name a couple. And yeah, I'm super excited. I bowled very well at the Masters there this year, ended up losing in the round of 16, and really excited to go up there, get to bowl this special event, and kind of see how it goes. And like I said, get a little bit more exposure for not only myself, but for the MOTIV brand. So
that's awesome. So like when you're getting ready to do an event like that, how do you prepare? What do you do? What's your routine? How do you get ready to be your best?
Yeah, so this one's going to actually be a little bit different, just because you're only getting to throw the one ball. We'll probably get it a week or two before. Probably, thankfully, not a lot of people have access to what I have access to, here at Chris Warren's Pro Shop. He's got 2 lanes in here. He literally will run me whatever pattern I want. So probably come in here, see what we can do, kind of tinker with some stuff. We're not bowling on a lot of volume on it. I think it's only like 10 or 11 mils. So get him to do something for me, throw the ball, kind of see, what kind of reaction I'm going to get out of it and whatnot. And, just kind of go from there. Like I said, it's kind of an unknown for me. Never really bowled an event like this before and on those types of patterns. When I bowled Team Masters back in the day, we were still throwing normal bowling balls. So yeah, like I said, but, thankfully here at Chris Warren's Pro Shop, Matt, Chris, everybody, Matt, Chris, everybody else here, they're fantastic people, and, letting us come practice and, getting our own space and running patterns and doing whatever, we need to do to feel like we can be successful. Can't say enough about it. So
very cool. All right. Well, like I said, we're here to actually show you a few shots for this Yellowjacket. It's the first MOTIV ball that's come out in a long time that actually caught my eye. I think anyone that's seen me around here knows, I like bright colors. I like my neon colors. You see a bright yellow ball, you got that urethane shape. A lot of times with urethane, you love it or you hate it. I'm really interested to see how this one's going to kind of maybe blend that gap. And, some of those guys have tried urethane before and didn't love it. Maybe this is the ball for them. So we'll throw a few shots. We'll check it out and see what we come up with. And then, hopefully we can sell you on something.
So one of the things that I really like personally compared to like the purple tank, So the purple tank, I felt like was a little cleaner through the front. And so it changed directions pretty violently down lane for me a lot of times, especially like we're bowling on 39-foot Mike Albee. And that's kind of the one, like if you watch the tour a lot, people throw urethane on the medium length patterns. This one I actually feel like picks up in the right spot and kind of smooths out off of it and kind of blends out that 39-foot pattern a little bit better than the purple one did. Like I'm not, like my swing gets looser because I'm not afraid to miss left, because when I missed left with the purple, when it was cleaner and a little more sideways down lane for me, I was always afraid of it going high, so, you know, trying to feed it to the right. This one, I know that if I miss a little left, you know, I may 4-pin, something like that, but it's got a chance because it's going to read the lane the right way.
Sean, ball looked great. You know, striking a ton. It looks like it's as advertised. What'd you see out there?
Yeah, super impressed. You know, when I got to make a video a couple weeks ago, bowled on Cheetah, was quite a bit of friction on the gutter, so really didn't ever have a problem getting it off of it. One thing, like I said, that impresses me a lot, you know, we bowl on tour, you know, TOC, those types of patterns, you know, we generally are bowling on 39, 40 feet. They're a little flatter, you know, a lot of urethane in play. So when we had the purple tank, you know, it's a little cleaner for a urethane ball. This one I definitely love a little bit more because when I miss in, I feel like I can 4-pin. I don't feel like I'm going to go Brooklyn, 3-6-10, that kind of stuff. I feel like it'll actually dig and lay off the way urethane's supposed to. And so my swing gets a little bit looser, not feeling like I have to get it all the way there. Then it's not going to make it off of it. Another thing that I was really impressed with was how well the surface held up with that Duramax technology they put on this ball. You know, a lot of times, you know, you get after practice, you know, maybe halfway through the first game, your ball starts shining up. This one's actually held its texture really well. I probably have, I'm going to say somewhere between 10 or 15 games on it. Actually haven't surfaced it. Being a little, you know, brighter color, I know people are a little reluctant. I actually think it benefits when you're playing a little straighter because you know it's going to dig in the front part of the lane. Those brighter colors tend to hook a little bit earlier. So, you know, I'll probably, like I said, after about 15 games, I'll go over with a little bit of surface. You know, one thing that I have seen is, you know, if you bring the surface up, it's definitely very well in the house shot. It's very well responsive. Gets through the front a little bit cleaner, going to give you a little bit more pop down lane. So if you're looking for something to maybe throw in league, not quite a tournament ball, you know, but you want to play a little bit straighter, you know, maybe a high rev rate, bowling on a high friction surface, bring the surface up to 4,000 and going to complement the house shot incredibly well. So
it's awesome. Looks great. So, you brought me one.
I did.
I'm super excited.
One thing I like to do, you know, it's you know, I think seeing it from a couple different perspectives is super beneficial for people. You know, you can watch one person throw shots all day, but, you know, I think getting 2 or 3 viewpoints of it is really good. So we're going to watch Chris throw his a little bit. You know, kind of different. He bowls 2-fingered, you know, not 2-handed, but 2-fingered. So you 2-handers out there, or, you know, people that don't use your thumb, you can kind of get a different perspective, you know, from somebody that uses their thumb. And, we're going to have him throw it, maybe compare it to a couple other balls and, you know, kind of show you why this yellow ball is so special.
Really excited to throw this one. I think it's going to fit right in there. You know, a lot of times, like I said, when the urethane's looking good for other guys, I don't have a great option. So I'm really excited to see what this one does. That's a bonus. So if I were to compare my rev rates to Sean, I think Sean's probably about 100 higher than I am. And he can obviously do a lot more stuff with the ball. But what I can do is I can get soft with it, and I can get on it, and I can get it and keep it in front of me and control it. So when I can get a good ball reaction, when I can get the ball to go through the pins in that setting and scenario, things generally go well for me. Light shaker.
Keep them on the lane. They're good.
Light shaker. I don't get a lot of those thunder strikes, so I need something that's going to help me make the pocket as big as possible. Anytime we can get the light shaker working, I can get that, you know, trip 4 working on the one side and the light shaker on the other side, we're in business. One time.
Whew. Thing, you know, from watching him throw a couple shots that I saw was, you know, the couple that he did get all the way there, they still got off of it. The couple that were, you know, 1 or 2 in, they did the right thing. They did the urethane shape and kind of laid there. Like I said, that's really what you like to see out of the ball. And, you know, especially when you're bowling, you know, on these kind of like 39-foot patterns where the gutter doesn't really hook, so you can't really get it all the way there. And then, but there's not enough push in the middle. You know, you kind of want that ball that's going to blend the pattern for you, be able to keep up with the scoring pace the first couple of games. And then, you know, who knows? I mean, it seems like a ball to me that you may be able to get 5-6 games if you're bowling an 8-game block out of it and throw reactive the last 2. So really impressed with what I saw out of Chris's and mine. And, you know, I'm excited for July 12th for this ball to come out and, you know, release date, get it in y'all's hands. And, you know, Chris Warren's Pro Shop going to be running a special on them for y'all. So if you're interested in one of these balls, I think you should come over here and check it out and talk to him about it.
Really appreciate it, Sean.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
anytime.
It's a big deal for you to take your time, and you know, we genuinely appreciate it. You know, we're really excited about, you know, this ball and, you know, what you're doing out there on tour specifically. Your local hero here, so you know, we really appreciate it. And you know, hopefully we'll be cheering you on to a victory here very soon.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And like I said, you know, guys, there's not very many opportunities where, you know, we get to come practice on lanes by ourselves and kind of do our own thing. You know, Chris Warren's Pro Shop out here at Plano Super Bowls, a little unique in the way they do things and, you know, really trying to help their customer base. So if this yellow jacket seems like it's something that would interest you, I suggest you take the drive out here and come get you one.
Thanks, Sean.
Absolutely. Yeah, guys, so like I was saying, if this MOTIV yellow jacket seems like it's something that would interest you, Chris Warren's Pro Shop here at Plano Super Bowl is going to be running a special. $209.95 plus tax out the door. That includes drilling, grips, and slugs. Guys, I'm telling you, this ball is going to go fast. It's very limited. I think he's going to have them in stock here on July 12th. Come out and get yours.